Okay. Previous classes we have seen multi-node cluster, single node and multi-node cluster, and we have practiced the HDFS commands. So how to copy the data and all these things we have did the manually. Manually means we are going to command prompt and we are running the commands to copy the data from the local to HDFS. So this is the manual process. So every time if we have the multiple files, we need to go to the command prompt and we need to run the execute the command. This is the manual process. So till now we have seen only the copying data through command line, HDFS commands. So we have the another way called HDFS API, Java API. So by using the Java code itself, we can, if you want, we can copy the data and we can perform the operations, and we can also create the directory through Java API instead of using the HDFS command. We can do it by using the Java API, HDFS Java API also we can do it. I think most of the people don't have idea about the Java. Am I right? Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. So whether we will use the Java API or not, it will be depend on the project. Suppose in our project we are not doing the automation by using the Java, so then we don't need the Java API, and we can also automate these commands by using the shell scripts, and we can write the all the we can write the HDFS commands in shell script, and we can schedule by using the cron jobs. We can schedule. So that thing we can do it. If we, in our project, if we don't do the Java, then we can do that one also. But I will provide the basic details about the Java API. Maybe in future, if there is a need of the Java API, I will provide the basic Java details, and I will explain the HDFS Java API. Okay, for that Java knowledge, I will provide some basic classes, basic programs, what we need. Okay, I will provide the basic Java programs also. I will provide you, and I have started the two-node cluster. So in our single or multi-node VM, we have the for practicing. For practicing the Java, we need any of the IDE tool. So in our VM, we have the tool called Eclipse. So you can practice the Java programs in Eclipse, and I will provide the some basic programs. And also, I think yesterday I have shared some material for practicing the first I will explain the basic programs, how we can execute. So then you can go through this material, or you can go through search for any material in Google, and you can go through any material. But in this material we have the examples also. You can go through some what are the basic concepts you need. You can go through this program and you can practice. But it is it is not easy to get the knowledge about the Java in single day, but you need some practice. So but I will provide the basic inputs from my side. So what are the things we needed if you want to try for the Java side also. I will provide some basic inputs. So 1 minute, I will tell how you need to start with the Eclipse. So in our VM, in desktop, we'll have the link to Eclipse. So click on that one, and it will ask for the workspace. So workspace means wherever we want to store the program. So you can change the any path. So this is the default path we are using, home training HD underscore workspace. So after providing this workspace, you can one Eclipse will be open. So these are all the MapReduce programs. Before going to that one, I will check for the whether we have any Java project. Okay, after opening the project, so if you have any existing projects, you can go through the link. Sorry, here you can right click on any of the any here and click on the import. Click on the import and go to the existing project into workspace. So here browse on the wherever the project. So currently we have in the /home/training HD underscore workspace. So in this workspace, we can have the all the programs. So related to HDFS, we have in using HDFS API. So you can simply click on OK and you can import the project. You can click on finish. So then you will get the project. So whatever the HDFS project is there, you can get the project, and you can practice the HDFS. Before going to this one, I will provide the basic Java, what is the class and what is object, what are the basic details we want for starting this HDFS Java API. We'll go through that one. I think currently I didn't copy it. Previously I didn't copy the this Java examples to this box. So now I'm going to copy. Here you will get one more detail, one more point you will get. Actually, I have the programs, whatever the programs are in the my local machine. I have the whatever the Java classes I'm going to explain. So those classes, I mean, those are in the Linux. Now, if I want to copy the to this box, till now we have practiced the HDFS commands based on the whatever the data, if it is there in the virtual this box. So this VM. So we are using that data only. Suppose if you want to copy from the outside, so we have the tools called WinSCP or any SCP tools or SSH tools we can use. So currently I'm using the WinSCP. So by using this tool, we can transfer the data from your Windows box to this VM box. You can transfer. So for that we need the IP. So we need the IP address. SFTP port number is 22. Username and password is trying. So now I'm logged into this machine. So whatever VM we are using from Windows, I'm logged into that machine, and now I'm trying to copy the files from my local Windows machine to this VM Linux machine, CentOS machine. I'm copying. So I'm going to copy into this directory, home training HD underscore workspace. Here only all the MapReduce and all the programs are there. So from Windows machine, I have in some other different path. So this file I'm going to upload into this home training. So if you observe here, ls home training HD underscore space. currently here we don't have the that Java, this Java project. Now I'm going to copy through WinSAP. So simply we need to click on upload. Okay. So the project will copy to this one, practice. This project is copied to this VM. Then we can load into Eclipse. So this Linux machine, virtual machine, we can load into Eclipse. So for that we need to click on right click here and we can click on the import. So instead of creating the new project, generally we need to create the, if you want to create new project, we need to create the new Java project. Instead of that one, we are importing the already created project, we are importing. So this project I'm going to import. 1 minute, I will delete all the other projects. Currently we don't need. Okay, in this practice project, we have the all the some basic whatever the Java classes we needed. We have. If you want to practice this Hadoop API, Java API or MapReduce, you need the basic details about the what is the uh, Java class, what is the object, and what are the methods, and we need the some concept called how we can implement the if and loop condition. Sorry, how we can conditions, if conditions are the loop, iterating the elements, and we need some basic elements. We need the basic concepts. What is class, object, method, and what is the interface, and what are the exceptions, and what is the collections. So we need that basic, some basic knowledge about if you want to implement the Hadoop project with the Java. So I will give some basic idea how we can practice the Java program. So first, if you want to write any program, we need to write the class. So this is the class name. This is the syntax for the class, public class hello. We need to specify any class name, and inside we'll have the methods. So whatever the business logic we will implement in this method, and we will execute the method. So in every class, starting point of the class is the main class. So whatever we need to start, so we need to start from the main class. So if you want to print the data, we need to use this sysout.println. So these are the things. So here we have the two kinds of, we can implement the classes, we can implement our own custom classes, and we can use the already predefined classes we can implement. So whatever the in Java versions, I think in Java JDK, so we will have the lot of predefined classes like the this sysout and the date, and we have the lot of classes. If you want to use that classes, we need to import that classes. So this is the package name. So what is the package means? So package is the, it will bundle the all the related classes, and we can import the this package. Then we will get the all the classes from this package. This is the from some predefined packages, java.util.package. So there we'll have the other classes called date and the. If you want to get the more details, just click on the control space. Then you will get the whatever what are the other classes is there in the that package. You will get the all the details about the classes. Okay, this is how we can load the classes. So just now I'm going to print the hello Java and what is the current date I'm going to print. So if you want to execute, if you want to run this program, you can click on this button, or simply you can click on right click and click on run as Java application, or you can click on this button, this arrow button also you can click on to run the program. So console, it will show, this is the console where we will get the output. So this is the output, Java console, hello Java, and this is the current time. So if you want to get the current time, you can use the already existing class. This is the syntax for the creating the object. So like this, we need to create the object. Object is nothing but the, if you want to access the whatever the we have implemented, the properties and methods. So that one we can call it like this. We can call it. So you can write the own classes and you can create the object. So creating the object is nothing but the providing the space in the memory. So it will provide the memory for the full class, whatever the properties are there. So it will create the memory, and we can create the we can call the all the methods by using this object name. This is the object name we have created. By using this object name, whatever the methods are there, we can use all the methods. We have the plenty of methods will be there in each class. So if you click on wherever, if you want the details about that class, go to that date dot, and if you click on control space, then you will get the all the methods details you will get. So this is how you can write the class, and how you can execute the main method, and how you can print the details. So once you write your own classes, and if you click on the run method, so you will get the output. In the console, you will get the output. Okay, and now we'll go through the one sample class I'm going to create. So this is my class called employee. So I have the 4 details: name, ID, gender, age. These things we'll call it as a properties, or the we'll call it as a data members. So these fields only will have the information. So ID, name, and ID, and this is the constructor. If you want to assign the values, this is the constructor we are using, and we are using the methods called getting the name and setting the names. We are using the different methods. If you want to print the data, we can use the this method, print data. We can use it. So now I have created one class called the employee, and it has the 4 methods, and we have the different methods. So now I'm going to create the one object. So that object is emp1, and I have created another object. Like this, we can create the number of objects. Each object is nothing but a each employee data. So each object will have the data. So like this, I have created the, I'm passing the different values for the each object, and here I am printing the each object data. So this is, so while creating the object, we need to pass the information for the every employee, and once if you object will have the, each object will have the information about the each employee data, and we can print the data whenever we need. So we can call the object, whatever the methods are there, we can call the particular methods or functions. We can call it as a functions or methods. So we can call by using the object. So whatever the object is there, it will print the particular object data, it will print. So this is how we can create the class, and how we can create the methods and the members. So this is about the basic introduction. So if you want to use that class, we need to import. So if it is in same package, so all these things we have in same package, so we can directly call this method. No need to specify the import statement. So If we want to use from the some other packages, then we need to use the import. Like this, we need to call import, and we need to import that particular package. We need to import. So that is about the packages, class, object, and the methods, how we can run the program. And we also have the we can call some other. We can create like this. You can create the your own classes. You can create. Now I'm going to create. This is one more class called the loop. We have the different if condition, if else condition we have, and also loop. So why this is loop means, suppose if I want to print the data 100 times, so I need to write the 100 sysout this print statement. So instead of that one, if I repeated in the loop, and I can print the 1 to 100 numbers, I can print. So by using the single statement, if I want to repeat the single statement by passing this variable. So here what I am doing is I am counting the variable by using I++ means I am counting the value of this variable, and up to 100 times I am repeating this loop. Here if you observe, if I want to print the single line, I need to write the single line. Suppose if I want to print 100 times the same line, I need to iterate by using, this is the for loop. This is the loop. So by using this loop, I can print the 100 times. I can print the same line. I can print 100 times. Similar way, if we want to print the 1000 times, we can increase the count to up to 1000. So this is about the for loop. So and also we have the if else statement, and we'll have. This is the example of the what is the variable, and how we can give this is integer variable and string variable. How we can print the data. So this is how we can print the data. So integer. Suppose if you have the integer numbers, we need to create the integer variable. If you have the text data, we need to create the string. So this is in the how we can create in the Java. Different data types will be there: integer, string, long. If you want to create store the decimal values, you will have the long. So these are the different data types you can configure. So these are the some basic details, and also we need concept called collections. So collections will have the different kinds of data type, data structures like list, hash map, and hash set. We have the different kind of things. So here why we need these things. So basically, if you want to store the different values, so here if you observe, suppose if I want to store the 10 name variables, so I need to create the 10 name variables. Instead of that one, if I create the array, so by using the one object, I can store the multiple values. I can store the list of values by using one object. So that's why I have created one one object called list. So from where I got it, this class means this class I got from the this package, java.util package. I have the list and array list. So these all the it will come from the JDK. So JDK, we will get the all these classes. I will show. I will tell where we'll get these packages. Actually, here we didn't define the this package. So from where we'll get these packages, I will tell you. Okay, now we have imported this package, and I have created the class called the array list, and this list have the different methods like list.add, remove, get. We'll have the different methods. So now I am creating the different names. Instead of creating different variables, I can create, and if I want to get that variable, this is the by using for loop I can iterate this list, and I can print the all the values by using single statement. So whatever the values are there in this list, I can iterate and I can print the all the data I can print. So this is the one of the collections. So this is the one data structure called list, array list. And similar way we have the asset, we have the asset. So this is the asset how we can create. Similar way we'll have the map. Map will have the key value page. So this is how we can print the key value page, how we can store put and the get. So by using the key we can get the values, and before going to store we can store the key value page. These are the different data structures in the collection. So if you want to store the data temporarily, instead of using the plain variables, we can store it in the list or map. We can store it. Suppose if you have the list of values, then we can store it in the list. If you have the data as a key value page, then we can store it as a map. Everything we have the all this collection classes will be in the java.util package. So in this util package we have the lot of classes, array list, set, map. We have the lot of classes. So whatever the classes we needed, we need to import and we need to use that class, and we need to create the object. So these are the basic details. And okay, one more point I will tell you. How we will get to this package, I will tell you. So we need to load, before going to run, we need to load the JDK package. So in this JDK package, we will have the, in this we will get the jar files. In this jar file, we will have the all these packages and all these classes. So if we write our own logic, we will create the jar files. So we need to import the jar file. Jar file means Java archive file that will have the all the compiled classes. So we don't have the source code. In this we will have the classes. Like this we will have the packages. Whatever the package we are using java.util, that packages we will have it, that packages. So we'll have the java.long package. We'll have like this java.util.asp map. We'll have some other jar file. We'll have it. Okay, this jar file will have the lot of packages and lot of classes. So whatever we implemented or we have created, the classes we will bundle as a jar file. This jar file will have the whatever we are importing these packages. Here we will have in this jar file we have. So we can check in java.util. We can go through this package java.util. Whatever the classes we are having hash map, here we will have it. All the classes we will have it in this jar file. So this is hash map. Like this, we'll have the lot of classes already predefined classes will be there. Simply we need to import that jar file into our project, and then we need to import that packages, and we can directly use that classes. So this is about the jar file, and how we can import the jar files and how we can import the class files. So currently we are using the Java version called JDK 1.7. So if you want to add that particular jar file to in our project, so we need to click on the project, click on the right click, build path, and configure build path. So here we can, if we want to add any jar files, we can download the jar files, and we need to load the jar files. I will show how we can load the HDFS jar files. I will tell you. So simply for the simple practicing, I have loaded the JDK 1.7 packages. In this we will have the lot of jar files. So this jar file we have loaded. That's why only we are getting the all the whatever the predefined classes in the JDK. So we can use the all this. We can use it. So this is the basic introduction about the class and the how we can get the jar file and what is the jar file. So here the HDFS any if you want entire working on the HDFS, so we need to load the jar files. Whatever the jar files we needed for the writing the HDFS programs. So we need to import the jar files. Uh, we need to use the corresponding classes. How we can copy the data from how so. Um, we need to import the jar. I will show how we can import the jar files. Where the jar files will be there, I will tell you. Previous classes, I think while starting the Hadoop, so I have mentioned the lib folder. While mentioned the lib, so I have we have discussed about the lib folder. I will go through that one while explaining the HDFS Java API. I will go through. Okay, before going to start that one, if I will provide these basic classes, you can try to practice and you can go through this material. This material having the basic details. So what are the different data types, what is the class and what is method, and they are providing the basic programs to practice. If you want to practice any program, you can go through. They are providing the in this material we have this sample classes. So how we can go through this material and you can also practice easily in our VM. So simply open the Eclipse and whatever the class we have, simply copy and you can practice these classes. You can practice. Here we'll have the index, we'll have whatever for loop or if condition, whatever the you need. So you can go through this material and you can practice. We'll practice one more if else condition, we'll go through this one. So like this we'll have the examples, basic examples. So you can simply, I will tell how we can create a copy this simple. Simply you can copy this code. You can download to your machine and you can copy. You can copy and go to the VM and go to this practice and right click new class. You can create the class, new class, and you can give the whatever the name here. We'll have the class called text. So you can give the that name text, that's all, and simply you can click on the finish. So then we can create the one new class and you can copy the that class here. So you can copy the programs and you can practice also. Just simply right click on so whatever if else we will get the output. So if you have any other materials to practice Java, so if you have any examples, here you can practice the Java program. And if you in this Java API are the MapReduce programs only. We need the Java. Other tools, Hive, Pig, those tools we don't need the much Java. By using SQL queries or some other scripting things, we can without the Java we can execute. But if you want to learn the Java, you can go through any standard materials. And if you want to practice, here you can easily practice by using Eclipse tool. You can create the classes, sample classes, and you can go through the concepts and you can practice the Java classes. So if I found any other good materials, I will provide. So here you can, if you want to practice this basic uh, details, this material is enough to practice the programs. And uh, if you want any other materials or book, uh, I will provide those also for your practice and for your starting the examples of these things. This PDF is enough, I think. Okay, this is the basic introduction. I want to give the what is the classes and what is the object, and how what is the jar file, how we can import and how we can practice the classes. This is basic idea, and we need the basic core Java details. We know we don't need the other frameworks to practice this one. So we don't need the Hibernate, Spring, those frameworks. We don't need for the practicing the Hadoop code, Hadoop Java APIs, MapReduce or this Java API. We don't need the framework. Just we need the how we can create the classes, how we can import the packages. So that information only we needed. For the practicing this HDFS Java code, we need that knowledge only we need, and we need how we can create the classes, how we can execute, how we can create the Java project. So in Eclipse, so those details we need, and you need to practice in the Eclipse. So this tool very easy to practice. Uh, Creating the classes, and instead of remembering all the methods in the class, simply you can click on the, if you click control space, then it will display the whatever the methods we have uh, in the particular class, we can use it. These are the basic input from my side regarding the starting the Java HDFS Java API. Okay, similar way, if you want to practice the HDFS API, here if you want to create the new project, you can create, simply go to the new and you can create the Java project. Now, so I will create one sample project. Finished. So here we'll get the sample project. Here we can right click and we can create the classes, packages, we can create whatever you want, you can create. So suppose if we have this practice project, we have imported existing project, we have imported. So how we import it? Right click and click on import. So you can then you can click on existing project into workspace. So you need to search for the project wherever the project we have in the home training HD underscore workspace and practice. We have it in the practice. So directly you can point to any other project and you can load into project. So if you want to practice HDFS, this is the project name using HDFS API, and click on OK and click on finish. You can load the project into Eclipse. If you want to create new project, simply you can click on right click and you can create the new project. If the project already there, all the classes are already defined, then simply you can import the project. If you want the steps, we have the steps in the our hands-on book. We have the steps, so you will see. So before going to know the all the practice the HDFS API, we'll go through some basic theoretical. We'll go through whatever the things we need to learn. So if you want to access the HDFS data by using the Java, so we need three things. One is we need to provide the configurations. So whatever the configuration we are doing the XML, so those things first we need to point. So if you want to connect it to HDFS, first we need to point to the particular name node. We need to point. Then only we'll get the all the HDFS data. So that is the configuration object, and we need to give the path. So whatever the path we are using. So here we are using some user Srinu, we are using some path user Hive or user Srinu. So if you want to access that path, we need to define the path class. And if you want to perform the any copy from local or the create or delete, we need to create the file system. This class having the information about the it will have the lot of methods to access the file system. So these three things we need to do in our program. First we need to configure the we need to configure whatever the properties we need. Then we need to create the path wherever the which path we need to access, and we need to create the file system for the accessing the all the things. So these things I already these are about the basic three steps we need to follow. And coming to this part, uh, modes, I already described local mode, pseudo distribution, and cluster are the distribution mode. So this is we will do in the configurations. Configuration object path, we need to specify the whatever the path we want. We need to specify the path, and the file system API will have the different methods: get, create, copy from local. Will have the lot of methods. So this is how we can create the class. So whatever we have discussed previously, Java class. So we need to import this class, configuration class, and we need to create the class. And the we need to set the property, name node property. We need to set whatever the we need to create it for the which name node we need to create. We need to specify that one, and we need to create the file system object by passing this configuration object. So whatever the configurations are there, so these configurations we need to pass for this file system. Then only we will get the uh, we will get the all the methods of the uh, this class, file system class. We will get the all the methods of this class. We will get. So these are the details about the configuration and configuration set. We can set the properties. We can create the we can provide the IP address or host name. We can provide host name. In our multi-node cluster, we need to pass the master colon, this port number we need to pass. Then we need to create the file system object. So go through this material, you will have the each step clearly. What is the configuration object? What are the things we need to pass? We'll have the clear information. Each point you can go through this material. Whatever I'm telling, it will be documented. You can go through that one. Okay, we will go through the hands-on document. We'll have the one hands-on document. I think I already shared. So here you will have the information how you need to start the Eclipse. So if you forget to how we can start the Eclipse, go to the machine and you can go to the desktop. You will have the so in desktop we will have the Eclipse. So in document, in this hands-on document, we will have the steps how we need to launch the Eclipse. What is the workspace? That path also there. How we can import the file. All the details where the files HDFS file is there. So all the details it will be there in this hands-on book. So you can easily go through these steps and you can practice. So this is how you can run a Java application. How we can run the Java application. The steps also is there. Right click on the Hadoop utility and you can create run as Java application. So this is how we can get the file system and how we can create the path directory. If you want to make any directory, you can by using this file system object, you can call this file system object fs.make directory. You can access that directory and you can create the one more file you can create. And also if you want to create input stream and output stream, you can use this one. And if you want to iterate, you can go through this. These are the some other code. So we will see how we can practice. This is the basic details about the If you want to write the, if you want to access file system by using HDFS, how we can access? This is the basic introduction, theoretical part. We'll see how we can practice in the VM, how we can practice, we'll see. So after importing, yes, 1 minute. I got one more question from the Narendra. The question is, so we have the two APIs, HDFS and MapReduce. Yes, if you want to write the HDFS, we need to load all the Hadoop HDFS related jar files you need to load. If you want to practice MapReduce, we need to load the jars related to MapReduce. We have the two APIs, HDFS and MapReduce. So we need to corresponding jar files. If you want to practice HDFS, you need to load the HDFS jar files. If you want to practice the MapReduce, we need to load the MapReduce jar files. We need to load. Yes, both requires Java. Yes, HDFS and MapReduce require Java. HDFS only if you want to, in our project, if you are automating through Java, then you need to use the HDFS Java API. Same things we can do by using the cron jobs and the shell script also we can automate if you want. But if you want to use the Hadoop commands and if you want to automate shell script also we can automate. So that one we'll see later. While explaining the examples, I will tell you if you want. So this is if you want to perform through Java API, this is how we can do with the Java API. Okay, coming to this one, we have loaded the jar files. First we will go through, we have already imported the project. We will go through the jar files. What are the jar files we have loaded? We have loaded all the jar files. Basically, we need the Hadoop jar files. These jar files, Hadoop script and Hadoop related to Hadoop core, we need the Hadoop jar files. And these are all the dependency jar files. From where we need to load the jar files. Click on the add external jars. So I think while starting the class, I have explained the wherever we have the jar files. While starting class, while explaining the directories, we have the different files called conf, bin, lib, and the logs files. So in this lib, we'll have all the jar files. So all the jar files, and we have the Hadoop jar files also we have. We need to import that user local Hadoop lib. We need to go to that path and we need to import all these jar files. So we already imported all the jar files. Once you imported the jar files, here you will get reference libraries. You'll get the jar files. Hadoop related jar files, we'll have all the jar files. So this jar file, we have the different classes. We'll have the related to Hadoop classes we'll have. We need to import that packages we need to import. If you go through this class, so here I am importing all the Hadoop related classes. I'm importing configurations. I'm importing the file system class. I'm importing path class, file status, input stream and output stream. All these classes I'm importing. So like this way, we need to import the jar files and we can practice the HDFS Java API. We can practice. We will go through the one by one. We'll go through. I'm going to comment all the other code. I'm going to comment all the other code. Comment means we are not using the comment. If you want to comment, simply control slash. You need to click on the control slash. Whatever the code, if you want to comment, simply press the control and press the by pressing the control you can click on the slash. Then you can comment all the class. All the code you can comment. So whatever the code is commented, we are not going to use. Now I'm going to use only these steps. Simply these steps. So initial steps. What are the initial steps? So I have imported the jar. I have imported the whatever the class files we needed. I have imported, and now so I have created the configuration class, and I have set the I'm using multi-node 2-node cluster, so that's why I'm using the master. I have given host name as a master. This is the port number. Then I have created the file system by passing to this configuration object, and I'm going to use one method called in file system. We have created the object name is fs, and here we'll have the lot of methods. So now I have used the home directory. Home directory means this will return the what is the home directory of the HDFS. If you run it, here I'm printing the home directory path. So this is the home directory, HDFS master and user training. This is the home directory of our HDFS. Now what this is the how we can use the methods. Now I'm going to create one more directory. I'm going to create a directory in the HDFS input directory. I'm going to one directory, and I'm going to change this path. Instead of giving the home directory, I'm giving the my own path user. So this path I have given. This is the HDFS path. I'm giving user Srinu1. In this path, I'm going to create the directory. So anyone can tell the what is the command to create the HDFS directory through command line. Can you please type that one? How we can create the directory by using the HDFS command. We have the HDFS command. I think Sivaram given S make the ARS. Anyone can type, enter the command what command we need to use in HDFS command for the creating the directory. Anyone else? Okay, fine. Okay, good. So we have the command called HDFS space fs space hyphen make mkdir. So by using that command, we can create the directory in the HDFS. If you want to create in the Java class, we need to use the method. We need to use the method called make dir. 1 minute. This is the method. This code only we are going to use. So here here what I'm going to do is, here I have created one path object. I have given the HDFS path, and just I'm printing what is the path I'm printing. And here I'm doing one checking, one if condition. I'm checking whether the directory is there or not. Suppose if the directory is already exists, then I'm deleting the directory. And if it is not there, so directly we'll create the directory. So for that we'll have the mkdir method, file system.mkdir method. So by using this method, we can create the directory. We can create the directory. So we will run this program. So this is the path we have given, user 301. Here I'm going to create the one more directory called HDFS input directory. We will run it. You will see. We are getting errors. We will check what is the errors. We will check it. One minute. We got the error because of the safe mode. I think previously also we got this error while creating make directory in HDFS. So the error is name node in safe mode. If name node in safe mode, we can create anything. So for that, I'm going to run the one command. What command? I think we have discussed this command in the previous classes. HDFS space DFS admin hyphen safe mode leave. It will come out from the safe mode. Okay. Now we are not in safe mode. We will execute that one. 1 minute. We will close all the other classes. Okay. So now I'm going to create the directory because of safe mode we got the errors. So now we can create. So home directory and creating a directory called, this is the directory I'm going to create. Directory is created. We can see the directory in the, here we can see. So this is the directory, HDFS input directory. So like this we can create the directories through Java also we can create the directories. Similar way we can I'm going to comment this one and I'm going to enable this one. This is for the if you want to write the data, this is the how you can write the data, any sample data if you want to write, this is how you can do it. Now I have created the directory. In this sample directory, I'm going to use create one more sample directory, and this here I'm going to create one more file. I have created the directory called HDFS input. This is file. This is how we can create the directory. If you want to create some file and if you want to insert the data, we need to use the data output stream, FS data output stream. By using this data output stream, we can create the file and we can insert some data into that file also we can do it. We'll see how we can. So the file is created and we have inserted some data. If you go inside, so the file is created and we have inserted some sample data called hello, how are you? So this is the data we have inserted. Like this we can create the files and we can insert the data also by using the this FS data input stream we can do it. Similar way, whatever the code I needed, I am commenting. So remaining code I am whatever the code we need, just I am uncommenting. So only this uncommented code only will execute. So all these we have commented, we are not going to use this code. So just for explaining the different methods, I'm uncommenting and I'm showing. So whatever the file we have created, now if you want to read it, we need to use data input stream. By using that one, we can read the data. We can read the data. So this is the data we have written to HDFS. That data I have by using FS data input stream, I'm able to read. So similar way, if you want to list the all the files, if you want to count the if you want to count the files, so whatever how many directories are there, you can write this one. Total directory count, this one 87 and file count is 270. So here I have given the path called /user. So this is the user, this is the directory. So in this directory I want to count the how many files and how many directories. So for this is the logic. So I'm checking whether it is the file or whether it is the directory. So if it is the directory, I'm increasing the count, and I'm counting the I'm treating as a by using that condition, I'm counting the directory count and file count I'm doing. So here I'm checking the if it is the directory or if it is a file. If it is the file, I'm counting the directories, and if it is the file, I'm counting the file. I'm counting the files. So we'll go through this one. Count. This method only will have the logic. If you want to get the directories of the particular directory, if you want to get the subfolders or files, we need to use this list status. It will give the all the things, and if you iterate these things, you can get the we can count the directories or we can count the files. So this is the directory count, and this is the file count we are using. So this is the logic for the counting the directories or the files. How many directories are there? How many files are there? So this is the logic to count. So if you want to practice, simply whatever the code we needed, you can uncomment and you can practice. If you want to just create the directory, you can uncomment this code. If you want to insert the data, you can use the data output stream. If you want to read the data, you can use the FS data output stream. And similarly, if you want to count the directories, you can use this code. Now if you want to copy the data from the local, this is the method, copy from local, and we need to pass the local directory, and we need to pass the remote HDFS directory. Can you tell anyone about the what is the command we have in the copy? If you want to copy the data from local to HDFS, we have the two. We can use any one of the commands. Can anyone type the commands? What is the HDFS command we have in the If you want to copy data from local to HDFS, we have the two options we can use. Anyone type that one? Yes, Sivaram, give an answer. Okay, good. Thank you. Same way here we need to, if you want to pass, we need to create the path object, new path, and here we need to pass the path. This is the local path where we have the data. I'm going to local path, cd, home, training, Hadoop material, data, sorry, training material, data. Here we'll have the data. Previously we have copied the access log, and now I'm going to copy the Shakespeare. So we have the one more data called Shakespeare. In this we'll have the different files, comedies. These are the different files, comedies, glossary, histories, poems, and these are the different files. Now I'm going to copy these comedies to HDFS directory. So that's why I given this full path. I will go through the PWD, present working directory. So this Shakespeare, and I'm giving this full path, and this is the file name. Then I'm giving the whatever the HDFS directory, destination directory I'm going to give. Then this file will be copied to this directory. So this will be copied to this directory. It will copy. We will run the program, and then we will see. So pipe file is copied. So this file we have copied successfully, comedies. So like this, if you want to copy through Java program, we can do it. So simply we need to download the jar files, and you can practice. In VMware itself, we have this classes. In VMware itself, we have this project. You can import this project. you can simply, you no need to download the jar files. Already this project having the jar file. Simply you can right click on the uh, here you can right click and you can import. So if you didn't remember, go through the hands-on book. We have the clear steps how you can start the Eclipse, how you can load this file. We have the clear steps. You can go through that hands-on book and you can practice. So once you download the jar files, whatever the jar files, you can practice. So we in our project we already have the jar files. Simply you can use the this thing. So if you want to automate, suppose if you instead of HDFS commands, generally whatever we have practiced earlier, so those are the manual. So we need to go to command prompt and we need to practice. By using this Java API, if you want to automate in the code, so we can use the what are the methods we need, and we can copy the files and we can create the directories. We can do it. This is how we can use the HDFS Java API. Uh, practice this one. You can import the project and you can practice. Okay, thank you all.